Ce fleuve, c'est Loti. Un fleuve où les esprits qui y sont depuis longtemps règnent sur ce peuple, les Anoufos. Aujourd'hui, nous venons pour baptiser les premiers chrétiens dans ce fleuve pour manifester la victoire de Jésus-Christ sur les puissances et des esprits qui dominent sur ce peuple.
Chanaga is a small Anufo village. Its natural beauty, simplicity, and the hospitality of the people make it a typical African village. The Anufo people, who are found in the north of Togo, have a population of over 42,000. Life in Chanaga has not changed much over the years. It is set to the beat of the seasons, the hazards and blessings of nature, and also to the worship and fear of the spirits of the Oti River. But lately, something came to change the course of time and destiny for these people. Indeed, on some nights and Sundays, in several villages, if you listen, you will hear joyful songs, songs still new to the ears of the villagers. Since November 2000, and for the first time, several churches have become part of life for the Anufos. Jermaine and Margaret Kwasi, with their baby Grace, are missionaries among the Anufos, serving with Calvary Ministries.
Lorsque nous étions venus pour la prospection, nous avons visité plusieurs villages Anufos. Et dans ces nombreux villages, nous avons constaté que ce peuple est en majorité animiste et quelques musulmans en son sein. Et ce qui nous a étonnés, c'est que dans ces villages, il n'y avait pas d'église. Et plusieurs personnes n'avaient pas de notion concernant ce qu'on appelle Dieu et Jésus-Christ. Et lorsque nous étions arrivés, nous avons vu que c'est un peuple déjà que le Seigneur avait préparé pour recevoir sa parole. Donc, ils sont ouverts. Et nous sommes passés dans les 5 villages où nous avons travaillé. Nous sommes passés de maison en maison pour annoncer l'évangile à chacun dans sa maison. Et après avoir lancé l'appel, ceux qui ont accepté Jésus, on les a regroupés et nous avons actuellement 4 églises dans 4 villages.
Calvary Ministries, or CAPRO as it is also known, is a cross-cultural mission agency aiming at establishing indigenous church planting movements among non-evangelized tribes. Born in Nigeria in 1975, CAPRO works today in more than 35 unreached people groups in over 15 countries of Africa, including Togo. In Togo, much has been done, but still, the remaining task is huge. Chim Onebilama, CAPRO's national coordinator in Togo, shares with us the heart of the vision.
Our research efforts have helped us to really understand how serious and urgent the state of the unreached people in this region is. Out of the 44 listed unreached or listed tribes in Togo, we can only count about 2 that are known, that can be said to be reached. There needs to be a consistent, concerted effort in trying to reach this unreached people group.
CAPRO's strategy in Togo involves research, local church mobilization, training, and sending of missionaries.
For 4 years now, we have been involved in the forefront in research of the unreached people group in Togo. And after 4 years, we've been able to produce several publications, pamphlets, and as recent as the year 2000, we came out with a book, Hérité des Nations. These materials and the informations we've passed out have helped to create an awareness of the unreached people group states in the churches, as well as encourage initiatives into penetrating and planting churches among these unreached people groups.
Capro Togo gives priority to the work of church mobilization. Through various programs, she seeks to minister to the body of Christ while challenging churches to actively get involved in reaching the nations.
Africa has experienced a lot of revivals at various times, and these revivals have culminated into a missionary movement that need to be encouraged. And here in Togo, we see that God has laid a very solid foundation.
And that's where our efforts in mobilization come in. We're involved in emphasizing discipleship and missions so as to get more and more people of this country and the Francophone sub-region own the task of reaching the unreached people.
Since the early days, training has been a major focus and concern in Capro. In the year 2000, the Missionary Training Center was started in Agbodrafo, a highly strategic place.
We needed to see a rapid multiplication of laborers. And this was what led us to a former farm in a place called Agbodrafo. Of course, at that time, we didn't know that Agbodrafo was a very strategic place in the program of God for this sub-region. God started to show us that Agbodrafo was the first place where he had planned to be a gate to the nations of this sub-region. In fact, we found out from our research that Agbodrafo was the first place where the Western missionaries landed. And the first ones that landed were killed. And this brought a reverse in the purpose of God. From that time, Agbodrafo turned out to be a major slave trading port in this region. And God was calling us back in around 99 to say that, look, I want to bring to pass again the re-establishment of my original purpose, to make this point a gate to the nations.
La chose qui m'a tellement réjoui, c'est de voir des vies transformées. Ces élèves qui sont tellement transformés, ils ont reçu le fardeau d'aller parmi ces peuples non atteints.
Je vais aller dans mon pays évangéliser les peuples non atteints.
Several missionaries from different African countries have passed through this classroom and field-based cross-cultural training. A few hundred kilometers away from Agbodrafo, in the mountainous plateau areas of Togo, we met the Aluko family. They are also missionaries with Capro, serving among the Akebus in a village called Afidenigba. This Nigerian couple moved in among the Akebus in November 1999.
The Akebu people are a group of people that like power, and by so doing they go in search of powers and bring them. Each you can find a person with 9 powers, 9 gods.
So the vision is to get converts, bring them up in the fear of the Lord, and at the same time let them go out and experiment what we have gone as far as this time, or what they have learned from us.
Jésus a fait beaucoup de choses dans ma vie parce qu'il a changé ma vie. Il a changé ma vie. Avant, je ne connais rien et maintenant, je connais comment je vais marcher au milieu des gens, comment je vais montrer les gens comment ils vont marcher et puis ils vont trouver la vie éternelle.
The unreached are not only found in the remote areas of Togo, they are also found in the city as modern as Lomé. Togo Teens is a Capro Togo initiative to reach the teeming population of street children and teenagers of the city.
The vision of Togo Teens is all about reaching the youth so that they in turn will reach their peers, especially those that are in the streets, those that sleep on the beaches, and those that are in the marketplaces without anywhere to stay. So far, we've been able to establish youth groups that are meeting in different centers around the city.
Some months ago, this woman did not know about Jesus or the love he has for her. All she knew was the fear and bondage of serving Janjembe, the spirit of the Oti River. Today is a new day for her as she publicly declares her allegiance to Jesus. She, along with these other new believers, demonstrate the power of Jesus over the spirits they have long feared. It is for thousands of unreached peoples like these that God has raised Capro Togo as a gate to the nations.
You can make a difference if you join hands with us, and together we can see God's kingdom come where it's yet to come.
It's to see the nations praise you. Our cry, our prayer is to see the nations